his way in. It's an interconference contest here in the Big Apple, New York, as the Knicks play one at home. We're glad you can tune in with us on this Monday night with Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan. And the Houston starting five. Luis Scola at the power forward and Big Yao Ming in the middle. Brooks and Martin manning the backcourt. And Battier. And for the Knicks, Randolph is out there with Stoudemire. Then it's Wilson Chandler. Then there's Gallinari and Felton. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, the Knicks were maybe the first team to set their sights aggressively on this past summer as a free agent bonanza. They didn't land all the players they wanted, but they're excited to bring in Amari Stoudemire. A power forward with unsurpassed scoring ability, Amari also played under Mike D'Antoni for 5 seasons. D'Antoni said, "We won a lot of games together, and hopefully we'll be successful here." Guys?
We know they'll be fun to watch, Doris. Thanks.
Boy, I tell you what, it's always a good feeling to get the first points of the game. I don't care who you are.
Looking here at the stats of Raymond Felton Clark, a product, of course, of UNC of North Carolina. You could say his last season was his best as a pro.
Yeah, he shot the ball much better, Kevin, and part of that was just working on it, but the other part was shot selection. And when you're a point guard with his ability to penetrate, when you add that jump shot consistently, now you become a real problem for the defense.
So it's Houston now. It's a 5-point game.
Despite their struggles, I mean, the Knicks still draw plenty of fans. I mean, the 5th highest attendance numbers in the league last season, over 19,000 fans a night.
Brooks kicks to Martin. Flips it in off the sweep pick.
The defender couldn't get around the pick, and his help didn't show up in time. Nice play for the layup right there.
And here are the Knicks. Felton with the ball. The dump off. Stoudemire backing him down. And the Knicks good for 2. Well, Clark, New York always considered a mecca for basketball.
Yeah, they produced some outstanding players over the years, and they're knowledgeable fans, they're passionate fans. I always looked forward to going to New York. Even if I knew it was going to be a tough game for us to win, just being in that environment was exciting.
This is a great building.
It is a terrific building with great energy.
Well, Clark, you look at Coach Rick Adelman, considered a player's coach. Would you agree with that assessment?
Yeah, you know, he was a player himself back in the 60s and 70s, and I think he carries that history to his style as a coach, communicating well, being direct, but also giving his players some freedom.
Good points. Here's Battier. Gallinari covering. It's blocked. The Knicks leading by 3. A 3-ball. That's good, and so Felton has the assist there. He has 6.
Some players really look for the 3-point shot in transition. It's one of the best times to shoot it. You have to be a sharpshooter, though, and of course, he is.
3-pointer, Martin. Chandler with the rebound.
Boy, he had a good look. I think everyone here was a bit shocked to see that one not fall through.
Now let's find out what head coach Mike D'Antoni had to say to our Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, he said basically their offensive plan today is what it usually is. Wait to see what the defense is going to throw at them and then make any necessary adjustments. Not every team can pull that off, of course, but with players as smart as he's got, it usually works out okay for them. We'll see, gentlemen.
Thank you, Doris. So shooting is certainly on the menu early in this one.
Well, when you get right down to it, that's the name of the game. You've got to put the ball in the basket.
Here's Felton. And that's laid up and in. Felton's got his first 2 points.
That's the way to manufacture your shot against the taller defender. Solid effort.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. So for the Rockets, Brad Miller, he's checked in for Young. And it's Patterson in for Luis Scola. And here is Battier. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Patterson backs in. Here's Miller. Nails the easy jumper.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
The Knicks leading by 6. Now Felton. Gallinari. He's guarded by Battier. And Stoudemire getting double-teamed. Gallinari passes to Stoudemire. Battier comes with the double-team.
Normally he sinks that shot. His mid-range game is excellent. He just misfired that time.
Here's Brooks. Can't hit. So the Knicks will take it the other way. Here is Felton. And Gallinari kicks to Stoudemire. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
They're really doing a nice job, a really good job of getting everything they want in this quarter. Just good, solid basketball.
Brooks outside. Now Felton defending. Battier. Miller with a screen on Gallinari. Shot clock at 2. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2. It seems like I say this every year, but how underrated is Shane Battier as a defender?
You know what, Kevin? It never seems like he gets enough credit for his defense. But ask any player in the NBA, and they'll tell you Shane is the last player they want to see in their face.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Turioff comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And it's Azubuike in for Anthony Randolph. Here's Felton. Azubuike with the ball. And it's Martin picking him up. Fires top of the key. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there. And with Battier and his D, it's a step beyond just his athleticism and matchup versatility, don't you think?
Oh, without question. I think he's a student of the game. His preparation mentally, I think, is what makes him really a good defensive player. And then he has the desire to try to get it done out there.
Big part of his success, you're right. Chase Budinger, he's checked in for the Rockets. Lee comes in for Kevin Martin. Here is Budinger. Hacked hard on the shot. He'll go to the charity stripe for 3. That one on Chin. Scotts felt Chase Budinger didn't dominate the way he should have, Clark, at Arizona, and his stock fell in last year's draft.
You know, it's always interesting to see how guys are drafted higher than they should be and how some guys are drafted lower than they should be. But the great thing about the NBA is you can prove where you belong. Once you're drafted, it's now about taking advantage of that opportunity. But I think Budinger is one of those guys who has shown he's athletic, and his effort and assertiveness have been NBA caliber. He's got a bright future.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Courtney Lee. And that one misses. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Rockets trail by 5. From deep, Brooks. Another miss by Houston. The Knicks leading by 5. Turioff sets a pick. Kept alive. Here's Azubuike. A foul called, and he earns a trip to the line.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. You got to stop the layup there. Make him earn his points from the line.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Here is Brooks. No points for him. 1:03 left in the first. Here is Budinger. And here is Patterson. Dumps it off. Shot clock at 5. 4 on the clock. The shot is off. So the Knicks will take it the other way. Azubuike against Lee. Azubuike, good. 5 points in the game.
Watching the team shoot this well is fun for some fans watching at home, but it's no picnic for the guy who's coaching the defense. I mean, he's really upset with how his team is not giving the effort at that end of the floor. It's simply put, that's just bad defense.
Here is Felton. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Covered by Lee. Patterson bringing the double. Here's Turioff. Can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's Patterson. Lee, no up. There's the horn as we end an exciting first quarter. Knicks lead